Seem to be doing alright on the old gristleberries. Should I do... What do you reckon we should do next? Should we do a pincher pepper farm, so we can start getting some pincher pepper nuts? Or should I do... Should I go and get that hydrogen vent online? What do you reckon? I think the hydrogen vent would be more important. These slickster's all good. I've not looked in ages. Probably not the best down here, honestly. Would anyone like to be in the colony? Say me if you'd like to be in. First one I see. Ribworm, you're in, buddy. Ribworm. Yeah, I think I want another rancher boy potentially. So you're going to be a rancher. You're in. Oh, ribworm. Let's get you on strength first. Let's get you doing that. We won't even give you a hat yet. You're going to be a rancher. Trello, we can't be in twice, mate. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. Christ, this is dormant again. Right then, so I'm thinking hydrogen. Hydrogen is smart. Hydrogen vent, yeah, I think you might be right, Sorted. In which case... Obviously it's flooded at the minute, so we can't actually build behind it, which is nice. So the first thing we're going to do is get in and radiator. Get rid of all this gubbins. It's dormant in 70 cycles, so I'd like to get this done. Get some of this sweet hydrogen. I'm also going to put in them soups at the bottom of the base before I forget. We're going to do that now. So let's see here. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 from the ladder. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh wait. So that's where you're going to be. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That looks about right. And then we'll get in the ventilation. I'll do this on a low priority because I'm not that fussed about. I'm doing it urgently. Normal pipe. Yeah, I've done it with insulated. I don't think insulated was that smart of an idea, really, but because the oxygen's coming in cold, so it doesn't really matter. Boop. Does not really matter. That's fine. That's going to go there. Now the oxygen feed in is going to be a bit trickier on this side because this had its own set of pumps up here. A wee bit trickier. But we'll get to that. We'll get all this put in with like a 5 for now, so some of the base boys can do this. Although, in theory, all this stuff up at the top can be done by anyone because there's no suits up there. Let's just rip all this crap out. Got some nice water we can use now as well. 20-degree water. Beautiful. This night cycle I'm going to do a quick save and reload of the game, by the way, because we are lagging a little bit at the moment. It is not the best. So, first things first, what sort of radiator do I want to do? Probably does need to be partly aluminium, partly aluminium, partly granite. I don't have that much aluminium left anymore. Our oil biome is a bit of a shit show at the minute. I'd like to get our refinery back online. I've got loads of oil down this side as well that we need to move. We've got a bit of a burst down here. All these oil bottles need to be emptied as well. I might slap all this stuff down here. All this oil realistically needs to be moved, as I say. It all needs to be brought to one place. But that place is probably up in da base, in a tank. So I'd need to build some overpressure tanks up here somewhere. Maybe like here. So this could be like a oil tank. Don't know whether we'd have cold oil, hot oil. Don't think we'd store the hot oil, honestly. We'd probably just use it, keep it in reservoirs and store it. I'm going to build a quick dirty tank here. Yeah, I'm going to build a quick tank here. To store our oil. I think. So, what do we want to do? What have we got lots of? We've got lots of iron. Boop. And we're going to probably want double pumps in here, I think. Oil should never get above 125, really. I don't really want to use steel. I'll never go above 125. This is hot over here, but that's because I pumped hot oil back into it. Yeah, I think it'll be fine. So... oh shit, the only thing is, I need some petroleum. Where can I get some petroleum from? This is not enough. That is enough. That would be a nice amount, actually. Let's mop all this stuff as well. Have we got our molten slickster trolling us somewhere? Is that what's happened? I know we've got this boy down here. Just wondering how the petroleum got up here. And then we'll put in a pitcher pump made of... That's 90 degrees. Ah, shit. It's too warm down here. What else have we got? We've got some ceramic. A ceramic pitcher pump. Go. Looks like you dump it there with a vent. No, this was for hot oil. We've not dumped any petroleum in here. We've not made any petroleum yet. So I'm assuming it was when we were boiling stuff a little bit. Maybe some of the hot sour gas boiled some of the surface oil or something. I don't know. But I don't think we've had a molten slickster up here anywhere. Don't think so. Anyway. Yeah, we're going to need some petroleum. And I need to make sure they don't actually build this. We have to do it slightly differently when we're doing a liquid tank for oil, because oil is obviously so heavy, so we need to put the vent on the top. So it will be something like that. And then we do this, and leave enough room for 2 pumps. I think we'll be fine. I'm thinking of maybe going a bit bigger. Two pumps or 4 pumps? 2 pumps. What am I going to need oil for? We're going to want oil for putting through refinery, putting into metal refinery, putting into oil refinery. That's that. Putting into separate oil refinery for petroleum. And then another feed potentially for boiling into natural gas. So we want at least 3 pumps, I would think. I think 3. So maybe if we made this slightly different. I do not have the most gold right now, but I think that'll be fine. Then we can put in our sensors here and do that. Oh no, that won't work. We'll need our sensors higher up. Unless I did that. That would work. My eye! And then we would leave you out. You would be a mesh tile. Plumbing would be there. Get the idea. I'm just going to do this quickly. The reason being, I'd like to get that oil being collected whilst I'm working on something else. I know that hydrogen gen is online soon. Hydrogen geyser is currently active and it's going to be dormant for a long period. But if I get this done pretty quickly, then we'll have our oil being collected from our oil biome, which means I can do more stuff in a bit. Our oil will be centralised, so I can put oil into our metal refinery, get some more refined metals going. It'll be good. For now, I'm going to use a little bit of our aluminium to get me a bit more aluminium for our radiator, so we'll say like 20 more or something. Yeah, I think 20 more of them should be fine. Don't want it the same size as your water tanks. No, because my water tanks up here aren't the same. I can do it the same size as that. Will that please you if I do it like that instead? OCD speaking. I can do if you want, if that would make you happy. The reason I wasn't going to is because it isn't symmetrical down here anyway. There's going to be stuff down here that, well... Petrol tanks, I suppose we can make the same size. Alright, alright. I'll do it for you, but only because of your OCD, and I appreciate that, honestly. I do appreciate a bit of a rough OCD spell. It is going to look a little bit different, though. That's the only thing. Let me just think. I just want 3 pumps in here, I think. We may not need 3, but I'd rather err to the side of caution and be safe. I don't want them there either. You happy now? Thank you so much. No problem. No problem. It's gonna be a bit of a nightmare to get in and do all this, I think. Let's just cancel you. We should be able to get the squad on this pretty quickly, so it should only take a couple of minutes. Let's just make sure this is okay over here. Seems to be getting there. This will be active soon. Oh, it's active now. Okay. Which is fine. Getting the odd bits of cooled water off here. I say it's not much we're getting, but, you know, if you consider each one of these blobs is half of what a bristle blossom needs in a cycle, in a whole cycle, it'll be alright. Oil's currently at -5. Oh shit, forgot about my Coke. There is still a gap in the saltwater loop. I think you mean the ethanol loop up here. Yeah, I'm not asked about that, honestly. I don't have any ethanol down here anymore, and I can't be asked filling it up. It's not a huge problem, honestly. So you see some of these packets are bypassed and go into a hot water tank occasionally, which is fine. I mean, that's going to be used by electrolyzers and stuff, and ultimately it can also end up back down here, but it's bypassing for now. I could put a little buffer up here to keep it, but it really doesn't matter. But I can see it. Show temperature overlay. Of this build, there is the temperature overlay. So this will be fine. As I say, at the moment we're pissing heat out into the wild, but the idea is that ultimately we'll use some of this piping. I'll extend this pipe into a build, probably something down here or something. Maybe like a closed off petroleum build or an ethanol build or something like that. I don't know yet. Not decided. But for now, we're okay. I just want to see what this spikes the temperature of the oil to. It's obviously just been warmed up again, because we've probably got some more gold out here. We sort of have to backwards build out of here. So I want to try and not get anyone stuck. If we can. So the oil's at -11-ish. Oh, we're up to 5 degrees, nearly 10 degrees. 13, 15, 20. Yeah, 20 degrees. So it gains 30 degrees. That's easily cooled by this. And we get our gold that's just cooling off. That's not bad. You know, 460 kilos of gold every time this goes off for the next 67 cycles, every cycle and a half, so let's say it's every 58. That's a reasonable amount of gold. It's what, like 8 tons of gold, 9 tons of gold, something like that. I'll take that. I'll take that every day of the week, actually. Do you have a vid explaining that steam turbine build? I don't, Coin. I did promise yesterday. I completely forgot. I was meant to do a video before the stream today for a volcano cooling guide. I think there are probably lots of other people out there that have done other vids, but I can throw something together. I just didn't get time last night, to be honest. I ended up playing a few games and then went to bed. So if I get time later, I'll throw something together. If that works. I did also do like an extensive explanation in debug yesterday. So if you checked yesterday's VOD, you'd probably be able to see it on the VOD yesterday. Okay. Yeah, we'll just use lead for this. I think lead will be fine for our wires and stuff. So that'll be fine. I don't know where I'm going to run this oil piping out, honestly. Probably just come out the top for now. And not worry about double pumping. I'll just pump the oil in and worry about the pumps later, I think. Because once the oil's gone from the oil biome, that's basically it until we get reservoirs up and running. So yeah, that'll be that. It's as simple as I can be asked to do it. Oh, I don't want to have to kill this pip, so we need him to get out of here. Although he's 97. Oh wait, I did these 4 high. Oh, okay, I'll fix it. I fix. It no problem. I do spot of digging. It no problem. So I think even when that was forced to cool down this, it still barely got us over sort of halfway on the turbines. The turbines are giving us 360 odd watts of power, so 700 odd. I'm going to say it would be nearer to 800 when this was freshly running. If we had this running full whack, we'd be close to like full efficiency, I reckon. It'd be better if we have a different style of loop here as well, to be fair. Like where I was feeding it into. We shouldn't have these empty tiles here, but I can't really feed it in any other way, so we're just gonna have to make do with what we've got. It's not perfect, but it'll do. Whoosh, 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 whoosh. You boys crack on with this. Come on. So, we've got some aluminium now. Let me get this piping done as well, because some of our other dupes can be up here doing this. We're going to want a little... I don't want to do this loop. Doesn't need to be massive, honestly. But it does need to be constantly topped up. Trying to think where my water feed's going to come from. Maybe we'll feed into the side or something. Feed in from this side. And we'll do a little bridge there. Can't decide I don't want to do this. Liquid shut-off is going to have to be tungsten. Otherwise it'll cook. Did you reset? I blanked out. Reset? I'm going to start another game when the update goes live tomorrow. I'm not sure, Coin. We're going to have to see basically how the update pans out. Yeah, I think I'm going to feed in from this side and out on this side. I think I'd prefer to do that. So I have a line coming up here with the like 30-degree polluted water coming in, and then this line will be for like maybe 95, 100-degree water coming out. I think. And then we'll have a pipe thermo boy here. Yeah, if they make any massive changes to the game, then obviously we'll have to look at starting again, I would imagine. If it's superfluous fluff, then I'll probably just carry on with what we've got here. If it's like, I mean, for example, they've already added like ethanol to biome world spawn and stuff. I'll take the hit. I don't need that. I can make it if I need it. But if it's something game breaking, I consider it. Debating extending this loop a little bit. I think this will be okay. So what I was going to propose is, if we had like... We had a couple of pumps. We could do them out of gold, or I could do them out of steel to be safe. Steel pumps are fucking expensive though. Oh, actually they're not, they cost fuck all. I thought they were 400 for some reason. So we do that. And then maybe something like, we'd have a door here. Made of whatever. We'd have a door there. Let's put a door there. Does lead automation wire overheat? I keep meaning to check and I've just not got around to checking. That'll be for that. I'm hoping it doesn't. He's gonna reset at the end of the cycle. Oh shit, I was gonna restart, wasn't I? I was going to restart. I forgot. Right, then we'll need a thermal sensor up here as well. Kind of want to do that out of gold, but I'm scared it'll get cooked. We'll do it out of tungsten, just to be safe. Tungsten's alright. I've got a feeling that's too far away from everything. That's the only problem I've got. I could do this lower if I didn't have these wires in such a stupid place. Cancel. Oh wait, cancel. So I'm just planning out how I want this to work. So that'll be there. Then this thermosensor could be lower, and then this is the ceiling. So thermosensor goes there. You can go there. That'd be kind of tidy. What do we think of that? And then we'll just wall this off as well. We're going to have to get rid of all the gas and stuff that's in here, but maybe that would work. We will see. Lead melting point is around 320. Oh. On automation wire as well. Because automation wire used to be a rule to itself. 327. Do I brave it? I think I will, because I'm a brave boy and I don't give a shit, and it will all be fine. Don't worry about it. What do we think? I don't know. Will I brave it and deal with the consequences? I think I probably will, because I'm a lazy boy. Or I could use some iron, not be a prick. Doesn't matter what it's made of, 330 and it melts. Huh? Doesn't matter what it's made of, 330 and it melts. What? What, all lead? Doesn't matter what it's made of, 330 and it melts. Well, not all automation wire melts at 330. No way, no how. I wonder what gold automation wire overheats are. Plus 50. Oh, it doesn't matter what you make from lead. Sorry. I misunderstood what you were saying. Doesn't matter what it is made of. Oh, doesn't matter what is made of it. Doesn't matter what you use it for, is what you were saying. Right, I get it. I get it. Automation wire, though, used to be sort of a rule to itself. You could not melt automation wire for a very long time. Until they brought in, like, rockets. Rockets. And then we had to use tungsten stuff for everything. Iron will be fine. We've got a little bit of iron. But that's the wrong wire. Boop. Go to bed for a couple of hours. See you in a bit, Hannah. No worries, buddy. See you in a bit. Leave that as a 7. I wonder if our little shovelfuls have hatched yet. No. Oh. The loneliest hatchling. Jeez. Okay. Glum. Not being fed enough. Why he no be fed? Granite and sedimentary. What? Why are you glum, sir? This critter's feeling down because its needs aren't being met. Has it not been stroked profusely for a while or something? What the hell? What the fuck? Yeah, all these just for cleanliness sake. So the ranches, the grooming stations are priority 9. I want them to be done always by my hatchy boys, by my rancher boys. Everything else should be chill. I'd like these to all be done as a 7. I don't like that I have to keep resetting these every time they grow branches. It makes me sick to my stomach. It's a very, very stupid thing. Fix it, Klei, you boob lords. Everything else is fine. Yeah. Nice. It's really obnoxious. Yeah, you damn right it is. Fucking sucks. I probably didn't fix my priorities in here after I rebuilt everything either. So let's make all these back to being a 3. And let's make all of you back to being a 2. Perfect. I'll need to ask you, lovely peeps, a system question if I may. Cryptic, go for it, mate. What question do you have in mind? What's going on? What do you need? Blue screen death on at the moment. I need to push my CPU so far. Temp wise after 10 minutes again. Overheat bees. Blue screen of death. You might be shit out of luck, mate. It's a very CPU intensive game. Has it run in the past? Are you on the pre-release? Has it run with the normal game in the past without problems? Because the pre-release normally adds a little bit of extra load. A little bit of extra gubbins. Shit. Right. So you boys can't reach them really. Yeah, it all depends on whether you've run it in the past, to be honest. Vixen, 16 months. How are you, Vixen? And thank you, that is awesome. 16 months is crazy. Woohoo! So that should drop performance level screen death. You cleaned your PC recently, if at all. Why 2 borders on the liquid tanks? Drone house. These are overpressurized tanks. So what we are basically doing. Excuse me 1 second. Lumbo. What we are basically doing is using airflow tiles and the fact that they are sort of hydrophobic So if you look when you have a tank of liquid, the liquid is never actually in contact with the tile. That means that they don't get affected by pressure damage. Alright. So what we do is we skim it with airflow tiles so that the liquid isn't in contact with the tile. And the only thing that is in contact with the tile is gas that is behind the tile. Alright. So you can see we've got some oxygen in here and carbon dioxide. We then just surround it with a line of insulated tiles, and what that means is the only thing that's connecting to your insulated tile is a layer of gas. So even if you've got really hot liquid inside of your tanks, the insulated tiles will take a very, very long time to sort of start outputting their temperature. Now this is probably a bad example over here because I flooded this at one point, but if we look over here, you can see that there's very little heat actually coming out of these insulated tiles, and that's because gas interacting with a solid that is got very low thermal conductivity will transfer very, very minimal amounts of heat. So this is how I choose to store my liquids in overpressurized tanks. The other beauty of it is because it can't take pressure damage, if we put a bit of liquid in front of the vent, then we can store obscene amounts of liquids in our tanks. So you can see our liquid there in kilos. There's a massive amount of liquid in there. So I've actually got a video on my YouTube. If you go to my YouTube, there's a playlist called Tips and Tricks, and it'll show you how to do it, basically explain it all. There's overpressurized vents, overpressurized liquid vents, and overpressurized tanks. There's a few different versions of it, different variations. So there you go. Hope that helps. Right, I need a place to dump salt water. I'm thinking somewhere around here. Cheetah. There you go. Thanks for explaining all that. The game continues to be mind-blowing with the complexity. You need a physics degree to play this. Mate, just keep playing the game. Honestly, I'm an absolute buffoon, and if I can understand this game, anyone can. So, you will be fine. Keep playing. Keep taking the fails. If you do a fail, don't let it get you down. You'll be a pro in no time. I need to dump the salt water. Right now, I'm thinking this is perfect. The old natural saltwater tank. Let's see if we can get another dupe. Twinkle Toes that likes digging and medicine. Construction, creativity and strength. These aren't really the best dupes. Okay, if you would like to be in the colony, say onomatopoeia now. I will accept the first one. Beard matches the monkey's hair. Cryptic, I'll take it. I'm going to take that, Cryptic. I love that. I like that you went for it nonetheless. That was very good. That was very good. Cryptic. And then I'm going to put a little S here for spelling. Alright. Can we fit? Yeah. Cryptic Creeper. And then a spelling. Or see me. Did you ever get that on your work in school? You know, when you did something bad and the teacher was pissed off at you, you get your work back and there'd be a little S, and that meant you had to stay behind after the lesson to get a bollocking. I got lots of S's. Many S's. I thought it stood for special for a while. I played too much Street Fighter. But, no, it was not. It was not special. Or superb. It was see me. Okay. I want Ribworm to not have this hat yet, but we can't level him up yet. We'll give you a little hat. Let's get a ball licking. What school did you go to? Ball licking. Bollicking, not ball licking. Not ball licking. And bollocking. Oh, I've made a mistake. I've made a huge mistake. I needed to put more doors in, not take them away. Oh, you fool. Oh, you fool. Where can I put more doors in? Fuck it. I'm not going to use these sweepers anytime soon. Fuck it. I'm probably going to just rip them out. Right, let's try and get this finished now. This is our current little mini project. So we can start getting all of our oil together. That's the main thing. We'll need to get our oil up to a reasonable level. Before we can do anything. Lep. Gold, gold, gold. Everything fine. And you there. And then I think we'll use this line. Yeah, so we'll nip all this off. I'm going to just do this quickly here. Oh no, it does have to be this line. It's going to be this pipe that we're using. Oh no, this was... What the fuck? Oh, it splits here, that's why. And this was the oil pipe going up. Okay. Don't know why I would have done that. So... I'm going to use this... No, I'm going to use the inside one. So we'll nip that off there. We'll leave this pipe in place in case I want to do something with it in a bit, but I'm going to get rid of this. That can come up. We'll run it all the way through the bottom, I think. So you're going to go through there. We'll keep this. And you definitely need to be done right now. No water. No water. Oh, I was meant to do it with save and load, wasn't I? I'll do it this cycle. You're going to connect through there. You are going to be... What's this other line? Oh, that was the oil coming back. Le derp. God, it's a mess down here. Yeah, that was the hot oil coming back, which I'm not going to do. It's going to get processed. So we'll rip out all of this, and this, and this, and this. Cancel you. Yeah, that'll do for now. So we'll put a pump down here. Get our oil, bring it up here, and then through the floor here, and then up here. And that can go into our tank. I72600. Ooh, that's pretty old. Shit. It's at least 6 years old. It's older than that, I would think. Oh dear. Oh dear, oh dear. What are you? Jeremy? Oh. You look Jeremy. It's only a little bit. He's slowly dying off. Fair enough. Oh, that's a lot more water than I was hoping for down here. How did this happen? Yeah, we're gonna have to do some mopping up here and sort this out. That's okay. I should really get that egg collected. I might leave him in the wild. When are you Done. 84%. How many critters have we got in these rooms? There's 9 in here at the minute 'cause there's an egg in here. And how many's in here? 4. Let's put one of you down. They're just ripping out pipes and stuff at the minute, aren't they? So, it's fine. I wonder how we've got on with our hydrogen up top. Let's see if all this has been built. None of it's been built. What the fuck? 1 pump has been built, that's it. Jerks. I didn't do my reload. Completely forgot. Jesus. Why have we not got this sleep wheat yet? Hey. Oh, wait, hold on. Stop that. Why have we not harvested this boy? Sleep wheat 54. Gimme. 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 Can we reach down here? Oh, this little tile. This little tile right here. Oh no. Get a bit of hypothermia, but be brave. Good work, Bunyan. Oh, don't stand in there. It's too cold. Wow. What happened here? Where did all these Drekos come from? Why are they all on little islands? Going through Popcorn Valley. Delicious. Delicious. Alright. Is that pipe nearly done? I'm gonna get these eggs done as well. We'll set this to sweep on the critter egg. Fry egg, these are called, aren't they? Or is it lava? Lava egg, not fry egg. Derp. And then we will sweep a U. And there's an egg in here somewhere. Sweep a U. Although some of these old. We'll leave that egg. Cancel that one. Some of these are real old. There we go. Nice. First thing about the pond like is slime will go off gassing because the dupe doesn't pick it up immediately. By the time it gets his shit together, a different dupe on the other side of the map took the job, and now the slime off gases forever. It's weird. I was raging about it a little bit before he came in earlier. Like, I don't like the fact that they have clearly no idea how to fix it. So their solution is to give it a name within the game and pass it off as a feature. That to me is bullshit. I don't like that at all. I really don't like it. I think it's very, very, very dirty. I hope they sort their shit out for the launch. They're not going to sort it out for the launch, but I wish they would. Because it is preposterous. Alright, wait. So, we're tightening up some of these pipes down here because it's a bit of a goddamn mess. Can't reach that boy. Preposterous. Can you explain the issue for noobs? What basically happens is when you get to later in the game, or not even necessarily that much later in the game, just when your base starts getting a bit more expansive, when you dig a bit more of the map out, you end up with dupes that will... So I'm just going to put these back in. You'll end up with dupes that will run to a job. And for example, let's say you're building a big wire. Let's say you're building something like a heavy watt wire that is, you know, built here. In fact, I can show you. Fuck it. I'll show you how it works. So we'll do this as a priority 9. It's already 9. So you'll have dupes come along and deliver all the materials, right? And that's fine, because dupes can carry multiple materials. They'll run here and they'll go blep, 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 blep. In between each action, they'll pause for a second. And it's basically because the dupe task, the game's task assignment is janky as hell, right? So the job assignment is laggy, is slow. So what will then happen is a dupe will run along to build all these wires. And in the early game, if you built a wire, doesn't matter what type it was, if you built a game in the early game and the dupe came over here with that skill, he'd go bang, 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 and he'd build it super quickly. What happens when you get to this point in the game is they'll come along and they'll build one piece, and then they'll stop and they'll breathe, and then they'll build another piece and they'll stop and they'll breathe, and it goes on and on and on. And it's very sad, because it makes jobs that should take a fraction of the time, especially when your dupes are leveled up more than they've ever been in their life, makes it take a long time. So you'll see, delivering the stuff, no problem. He's got a load of stuff, but did you see he paused on the ladder when he was finished his job? So delivering stuff, pauses on the ladder, starts building, pauses. Now it's difficult to see because I've got so many dupes here, but if I maybe move some of these out the way, so they'll build a wire and then they'll pause. Need them to deliver some more. You see it, you noticed it before. Yeah, it sucks. So, I'll show you when it's slow. It's probably easier to see then. It's this little pause in between. And what that basically does, they incorporate it into the game. They incorporate it into the work time. So you see that thing underneath power at the top? Ponder. Right? That will continue to increase. Yeah, as Perpetual's just said. As the game goes on, that pause gets longer and longer. So the ponder time starts going more and more and more until eventually you've got a workforce that's like 30% less efficient than they should be, which sucks. And that is a flaw in the game that has been around for a long time now. Should have been fixed. Hasn't been fixed. Launches tomorrow. Makes me a little bit sick in my stomach, but it must be something that they can't fix. That's why they've named it. So that's all I can think of. It must be something unfixable, else they wouldn't have actually acknowledged it, named it, and incorporated it as a feature. So watch. It probably won't work now because I've only got 2 bits of wire left, but you get the idea. You'll notice it more in your own games. It will start boiling your piss. You'll start getting really annoyed by it. But meh, it is what it is. If I deconstruct these, you might even see it when they're deconstructing. But yeah. It sucks. Yeah, exactly. It's not really a solution out there, is it, with Chunga? That's the problem. If you want to play our game, you need to play it in a small setting, the way that we want you to play it. Yeah. Pause. Pause. Really pause. Really pausing. Right, that's just pathetic. But whatever. Let's not let it get us down. It's just a little bit annoying. Alright. It's just a little bit triggering. Why does this happen later in the game and not earlier? Basically because you've got more... There's more calculations that need to be done. So for example, the nearest dupe needs to be assigned based on path. Right? So a dupe will be assigned, and then they'll have to figure out the path there, and then they'll run all the way there, and then they'll do a task. And then when they're at that task, that same check happens again. So it checks if there's a nearby dupe. Is there a closer dupe? We'll check all the pathfinding again, and it loops and goes round and round and round. So even though you've definitely got a dupe that stood right next to it, they'll still potentially have to do the checks all over again. So it doesn't really make sense. And even if you turn on the priority setting, which is meant to make it so that if a nearby dupe has a high priority job, he will do that job if he is nearby. It doesn't make a blind bit of difference to the ponder lag. Not really. It just blows. Right, so that being said, rant over. Let's not worry about it. Early access, hashtag Klei things. Let's move on and get a pump in down here. I could also just whack a pump down here as well. I might do both. Oops, shit weasel. If I go down here, I can do that. Banging a pump here. Yeah. Banging a pump there. We'll give him a spot of automation. Just a little sensor. We're running out of iron again, which is annoying. We need to get some power down here. I don't have enough power on these to... I don't think I've got enough power left. I probably do actually, because I've ripped all this crap out now, haven't I? So we'll just use basic bitch wires, probably just for speed. We can deconstruct all of this with like a 7. Plus the wires to there. We'll run this little wire over here. Alright. I'll probably end up getting this pump online quicker, but it's fine. Let's run you down here. What am I building out of? Fucking aluminium. Well, we'll rip it out later, so we will get it back, but I don't want it to be aluminium. Let's make it iron. Iron. So this one will get online first. We'll use this pump, and we will just bridge into here. Even though it's the main line for now. Now I'll get some oil coming in. And then we'll look at getting a pump down here. And we've actually got access to the petroleum now. Although I might try and see if I can squeeze a bit more of this out. It's like we've got 800 kilos here that I'd quite like. So what we'll do is this. I love the harmonic progression when you build a pipe or wire, yeah. Yeah. Oh, Jam Bell does fucking incredible work on the sounds and stuff. I don't know if you've got any other guys involved in the sounds now as well, but he was the main dude. Like, some of the sound effects are some of the best things in the game. It's all about the animations and the sound effects, let's face it. Like, the game is cute. It's one of the things that kept me playing. Anyway. I'm just going to build these couple of tiles. I'll try and squelch this oil over if we can. I think I'm going to murder this boy, because otherwise he's going to make it very, very messy down here. I think we're going to kill him dead. I'm going to take the steel, honestly. It's like they take a second to think between each action. It's damn silly, yeah. Sucks. You'd love to see the stats on how many people play the game past cycle 400. Probably very few. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, my dupe's going to be going crazy till we get this built. Let's just cancel that attack for a minute. I shouldn't have all that much priority 9 stuff apart from deconstructing, building a couple of wires and bits of pipe, so it shouldn't take too long. This oil is going to take a good while to fill up down here, so they've nearly filled 1 tile's worth, which is fine. I'm going to I can rip these bits out now. I think we will do some sort of drowning setup down here, but again, I'm not fully figured out how yet. Oh, there's lots of people did musical videos. Wintermute was very late to the game. There was people that did fucking like full-on discos and light shows and stuff. But yeah. There was lots of it for a while. When automation first came out especially, people went crazy with it. There was many. Where's the ponder stats in the report? If you go to work time, it depends. If you look at a full cycle, you might see more. So 10% of yesterday was wasted pondering, and that's probably because we were building pipes and wires and stuff that, you know, they like to fuck about with. Let's get this sealed up. Again, it's just sort of depend on your base. But yeah, under work time, Vixen. Right, they have built this stuff now. I'll not worry about the rest of this pipe for now, I don't think, but this is where it's going to run through here. I'd probably like to get the rest of this finished first, to get this water collected and stuff that we've got over here. It's going to be in the way otherwise. This is still being powered locally, I think, by a little coal gen. But honestly, for the amount of power this takes, it's fine. It's bugger all. Hovering pumps. They're hovering at the minute, yeah. There's a reason for that, though. I've just realised the reason. The reason we have hovering pumps is because we're going to have a floating liquid. Oops. We're going to have a floating liquid that I want to be collected. So we need to get them built. The pumps could be there, but meh. Yuri! Welcome back, mate. How you doing? How's it going? Would it be possible to see your power hub and distribution? Tinkle from my winkle. What the fuck is that name? Of course you can, mate. Of course you can. What a name. In terms of power, we've got two separate little mini grids at the minute. So this is the right side of the base, and this is the left side of the base. And we try and sort of run circuits throughout the base. I like to build like conductive wire grids in my base. So on the right side, what we've basically got is some hydrogen gens at the top, and then some, these are separate in some hydrogen, then some wood burning generators and some coal generators, and they're all on their own automation, so that they all get toggled on at different levels of our batteries. So this is our main battery bank at the bottom. It's only 4 batteries, and these batteries all have automation connected to them at different levels. So this one here will toggle on at 65, we'll toggle on at 35 and we'll toggle off at 65% full. So when our battery drops below 35, this will toggle on, which will turn on our wood burning gens. Alright. And then we've got coal and hydrogen. Okay, so they all toggle on at different times. That is all connected to a heavy watt wire. The heavy watt wire gets connected to our transformers and also to our batteries at the bottom. And then each transformer has its own battery. This is totally optional, it's up to you. I like to connect my transformers to batteries because it consumes less heat, because I connect my batteries with automation to my transformers as well. Alright, and that then basically saves me heat. Batteries output 500 DTUs, a transformer outputs 1000. If you've got a base that's using just transformers, you're wasting a lot of heat. And that's it basically. When these batteries get too low, the transformers will toggle on and give me power to my batteries. You can see the automation lines will toggle on and off. And that's it basically. This is our Babby grid right now. It's basically running our entire base. We've got 2 of these. We do also have some steam turbines kicking around, but they're not giving us a positive. They're just giving us cooling for our aqua tuners down here. And we've also got another steam turbine up here. This one is giving us some power because we're using a hot steam vent up here. So there you go. Hope that helps. Hope that makes sense. How's Oni so far? Yeah, not too bad, mate. Not too bad. I've been enjoying it. Been enjoying getting back into the game. It's been a good one. Yeah, you know, trying to learn the ropes again. Get back into the swing of things. So you're not cooling your power rooms at all. Oh yeah, sorry, I should have explained. I do have some liquid pipes behind my rooms here, and I'm basically passing polluted water at 40 odd degrees. So I think it comes in at 30 odd. That gets passed into a radiator and then dumped when it's too hot. Thank you very much for the follow, Tinkle. Much appreciated. So yeah, the polluted water is basically keeping this cold. It just goes through a granite radiator. I didn't need it to be like refined metal or anything. Granite's absolutely fine. And this just keeps everything below the melting point. I've made this out of lead, don't forget. All my machines in here are made of lead, which, oh shit, apart from my coal gens, and maybe these up here. So I need to keep them relatively cool. But yeah, that's basically it. If the water gets too warm, it gets dumped out, and then we send it to a different tank and we hold it and use it for something else. Basically. Alright. Oh, Cryptic. Cryptic, you're so slow. Sindane, how's it going? How are you? Thank you for the explanation. Ah, you're very welcome, mate. This mofo right here. Which mofo? Me? How dare you? I was busy. I was doing an explanation, then I was checking my base wasn't dying. What do you mean, this mofo? You better not be talking about me, you son of a bitch. I will smite you. You mofo said hi hours ago. God damn it. How does your PC still run this map? I'm playing this on MacBook, not a winner. We run into the thousands normally, mate. So I think our last base was like 1400, 1500. So we'll go for a good while. Yeah. I have got a reasonably good computer, in fairness. Like, reasonably chunky. But yeah, also you made a mistake with Apple, let's face it. Get yourself an PC Master Race. Weirdly, when he switches from a pipe job to a wired job, there's no delay. That's interesting. There's no delay at all. Bit of strange. Alright, we're pumping some oil. I think we're probably ready, so let's get you sealed up. We'll leave this open for now, but then I'll remove one of these tiles once we've dropped in some petroleum. Excuse me. We just need the oil level to get up to like here, and then we can drop in some petroleum. And job is a good one. Speaking of petroleum, I need to do this. Why has this not been done? Why must you plague me, you sons of bitches? You're gonna go there. So I don't think I've got anywhere near enough petroleum collected. Oh, this thing is free. Fair enough. Alright, now that this is built, we can smite this guy. Kill him dead. And then we can build a tile here, and we'll try and push this oil over, this petroleum over. We do run the risk of deleting it, but I hope we don't. I had a terrible thought there was going to be something horrible in there then. Yeah, we do run the risk of deleting it. I might get rid of this gas first. I just want to shufty it over. Give it a little push, a little nudge in the right direction. How much dupes you kill on this colony? We had one that was my fault, and one that wasn't my fault. But we resurrected them, so it's fine. They're fine now. They're better than ever. The old smushing trick. Yeah. A little bit of smushing. Nothing wrong with a little bit of smushing every now and again. Okay, come on, boys, get down here. I know I've got you working, but come on, what the hell? The oil is coming in. I didn't do my last minute checks that I normally would. So power, check. Piping, check. Automation, check. Built it out of stuff that doesn't melt, check. We're good. So I say, I just want to get this petroleum moved, because I'm going to need this next. So, get her done. Oh, cryptic. Yes, yes. Oh, what are you picking up? You're picking up meat. Came down here for the meat. Yeah, I've got tiny amounts of petroleum, but I want a reasonable amount. I've got like maybe 2 kilos here or something. And that's it. But this chunk, no, this one, 800 kilos. I would like that. Is that a giant pool of liquid CO2? Down here, this is crude oil. Alright, we got rid of that gas now. So this should connect into one thing. How are you, by the way, doing up? So 2 that were his fault. No! No. Oh, that's very close to the lava. Oh, this? Nah, this is fine. This is fine. We've got abyssite between. And anywhere where it was super hot, I kind of insulated with a little tile. We did bubble off a little bit of oil into sour gas, but it was collected somewhere. I think it's now all sort of dispersed. There probably is some sour gas in the base, I'd imagine. Yeah, you can see it. Oh, that's hydrogen. Sour gas and hydrogen are very close. Yeah, that'll be fine. You know what would suck? If sour gas had zombie spores in, natively. That'd be interesting. That would have really put the cat amongst the pigeons and changed some of the builds. Changed how you deal with the oil biome. It would have made it really tricky. Right. I don't know if this is going to delete this petroleum. It might. It did. Fucking cocksucker. A little bit sad about that. 7 kilos is not enough. What other liquid could I use? What about some ethanol? 78 degrees. What about another liquid that I haven't thought of yet? It's like 100 wet salt water. Salt water evaporates at 78. What? What? Oh no, I was still on ethanol. Dirt. 99. We might just have to use all the little bits of petroleum down here. See how it works for now. I'm not very confident about it, honestly. Right, we'll try it this way. I don't think you can move stuff like this anymore, but we'll try. With these last little bits. It'll be like 10 kilos, which is just not enough, really. Twitch is laggy as fuck tonight. I have to refresh every 15 minutes. Every 50 minutes, is that only me? That sucks. Brian is 107. I mean, honestly, I think we'd be alright with water. It's just some of these pools are a little bit hot. But we'll try it with some petroleum. That was a bit of a facepalm moment, but whatever. I can get this from down here as well. If I bring a dupe down and try and get into here, we'll smite this bastard. Yeah, we'll kill him dead. How old are you? Yeah, he gats to go. Gats to go. I should really check that hydrogen vent up top. I think because the crude oil's there, it'll just delete it again, but we'll see. Yeah, it's for the vent. It's for our overpressurized tank. It's to be our floating liquid. basically. Come on. I can just mop that. Mop. Mop. Get it. Yes. Combat. Oh, now he's going to drop. Now he's going to drop crude oil. I should have killed him straight away. Torello, the bastard. Come here. Kill him dead. What can I get up there with? He's gonna try and evade us. I'm gonna have to smite him. No! Kill him before he poops. Yes, yes. Die. Blep. Okay, he dead. Did that come up here? No, it didn't. Yeah, it just gets deleted. It's because we had oil nearby. I've had to make it like a vacuum or something to move it. You know, like build tiles and corner destroy them. I mean, the other option is I can knock out a tile and make some petroleum just with an abyssite tile, but I think what we've got should probably be enough. So once we get above this point, we'll be fine. It's just the pump's been off.